Okay, and welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Terra Invicta in our basically my attempt to complete the full playthrough as this time the Resistance, but it's the second attempt to try to do a whole playthrough. Between batches, I've done a lot of research into how to make viable ships. One of the things I sort of wasn't taking advantage of last time was figuring out how to get ships that were actually fast enough to reliably get to the aliens before they blow my stuff up. So hopefully we'll improve on that this time. Beginning of the last part, or the end of the last part, left us a cliffhanger on if we were going to replace this person. Notable thing, I need the replacement to have or quickly have enough combined of persuasion, control, and admin. Ideally to have more than this person if we're going to replace them, so that our command points go up and not down. So we're looking for something combined that is about 11. Low profile, lone wolf, and aware. Lone wolf is espionage, so you probably want something like assassinate on them. Just purge by itself is pretty bad. Yeah. So we're probably going to pass this person up, even if they met their criteria. That's 13 in comparison to 14. So that's almost... Well, that would be good enough, stat-wise, but we don't like his traits. He doesn't have the missions we need. This engineer here has got 5. So it'd be a hard sell. He'd have to be really good. And he doesn't have the missions. Just doesn't have the missions to sell that. Not gonna take him. 5, 7, 6. So that is 18. 18 is definitely more than 14. So if you got a good mission set, he'd be a viable choice. Extract counselor I tend not to use, usually because I don't get them arrested in the first place. And you can't do extract on the ones that got arrested for event reasons. Assault alien assets. He's got decent command. We could send him around as our alien assault asset guy. He can help with stabilize. He's got enough persuasion. He could probably do inspire if we needed to. Earthbound can be removed, so that's not really a problem. Hard target's not really a problem, or not a big buff, but not a really big problem either. Connected government. Government might be useful, especially if we're going to run him as a commander. Command type person. Government's not too bad. Survivor, family ties. So we don't want China getting nuked. China is actually probably a place that's likely to get nuked, so that's maybe not a good thing on him. We'll maybe revisit him. 18 is enough for it to be a viable replacement. He's got assault alien assets, which is something we'd be reliably doing. 11. Good list of counselor traits. And that's about it. That was a public campaign. He would have been better earlier. Diplomat. Opinion leader. Government. So that's places where the government is over 6. Gets +2. Has control, has turn. Probably gonna pass on that. Also, only a 12. Fixer, that's a 3. Would be a real tough sell. Doesn't look like it's worth trying. Spectre. 13. Plausible sell, but a hard sell. Definitely not gonna win against that 18 that we had earlier. Got a lot of the same sort of missions. It doesn't have public campaign or assault alien asset, which are the ones I probably have running. Or have the or ones that I tend to use is, I don't know what I need you to do right now to help, but you can do something to level up. And 9. This would have been useful earlier when we needed public campaign and control nation stuff, but okay. So we worked out. You have won the race. You're actually good enough that I will do whatever place. So, you make Brownlee, you're being fired. And Hang here, Hang is being recruited. Also, Hang, I want you to go around attacking the alien life.
Heading to the LZ.
You have protect targets. This is just plus security. You actually have enough admin. You can grab orgs. Though, don't have any of the... don't have enough influence for the orgs you'd actually want to take. World health is tempting. It is very tempting. Would make the money situation worse. Who doesn't have protect target? You don't. You don't. Okay, so we've got 2 with protect target. So now it just comes down to who I want to get more security on. Let's put it on this guy. And yeah, we could grab the WHO. World Health Organization. Probably don't really want it on you. We probably want it on you. We don't have the space on you. Influence. I want to do a little bit of rearrangement and put it on you. Yeah, I think I do. Okay, so we take you off. Put it on there. Takes espionage up to 10. Then take Capricorn off. Give... Oh, and we need the government for the WHO. Whoops. That just cost me some money that we didn't need to spend. So the only people who can grab it is you and you. And out of those 2, yeah, you were probably the one who makes the most sense to have it. We'd probably really want more things like SEAL Team 6 on you. We'll go and grab the WHO right now. Actually, no. We'll hold off and see if we can grab SEAL Team 6. Because +1 command, lots of ops, on the person who's going to be doing mostly command. Yeah, okay. Hold off and see SEAL Team 6. We went through all of them already. Yeah. We could technically be going for these, but we really want to save up and grab the admin, which is 1.7k. Tech-wise, did that boost our tech rate? It did. So I can either control those 2, or I can work on more projects. Let's see if I can control those 2. If I start to lose control of this one, we'll give up and do interplanetary chemical rockets.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
Okay. Probes arrive at the destination 100% faster, so we're going to set as a favorite. I may actually put that ahead of interplanetary chemical rockets.
Things are cooling off.
In our tech race, I suppose. Or, well, it might go after orbital mining at this current rate.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Oh, I don't need to continue improving opinion in America. Probably want to do...
Their defense was too strong.
Canada. Or...
We found something.
Kazakstan. Oh, apparently we have full control. Canada, okay. They randomly jumped. Well, they're purged, right? So when you purge, you get to pick which one you take. UFO crashed in Vancouver. Okay.
Ready for my mission.
Let's have you investigate the
Investigating
site.
alien site.
Let's have
Reporting in.
you public campaign
Making our
in
case.
Canada.
Ready to go.
I'm actually have you investigate our counselors. So 38 on him. 86. 30. 81. Let's find out how much the new guy likes us.
Eyes on target. We've got some intel on our target.
No, it's not showing my mine limit yet. Pinpoint actuality score is in fact 9. Okay.
Public sentiment
So we'll boost
is
him like 6
increasingly
times
with
and move on to
us.
the next person.
Things are stabilizing.
Super heavy rockets.
Or one for the good guys.
And we successfully assaulted the xenofauna.
Recon complete.
We're mainly going to be assaulting xenofauna to prevent megafauna from spawning. You don't want alien kaiju running around. Ooh, we lost the opportunity at the admin org. Or right now we want boost. Would provide science, would provide an engineering. It's either that or shield. Or is also providing really nice space mining bonus, so we definitely we want both of those. We'll take this one first. We actually have enough to pick up shield if we've got the space for it, yeah. Oh, and I have enough for SEAL Team 6. Take SEAL Team 6 and shield. If we can save up enough to get the Who, we'll get the Who as well. And I suppose if we get enough money, we'll save up and grab the money one as well. So the money wouldn't be bad.
I'll make sure they're on
probably
our
like
side.
better than 50-50,
I'm
but
here.
we'll roll 50-50. Honestly, this counselor doesn't have very good, missions. Hindsight being 2020. I don't have the political power to advise. You're probably the one I want to put on advise, because that's science. What's the point you have the highest probability of grabbing? Honduras. Sure, let's just go grab
Bringing
Honduras
them
with you.
on board.
So we can tell Honduras to do welfare.
What's the op?
And then you're gonna go assault alien asset.
Going in hot.
Okay. Silgun control, making decent progress. In fact, you should finish during the next cycle.
Their loyalty remains questionable.
That's the opposite of what you were supposed to be doing. Now they're supposedly at 8. Let's see how long I can keep track of how high his loyalty is. I'll probably stop trying to track after it gets to 15 and move on to someone else. There's our orbital mining complex, or outpost, orbital mining complex, no, outpost, it's on the planet, it's not orbital. High thrust probes. We're gonna want that for Mars. Again, not a priority. Well, who knows, maybe they'll go for Mars after nuclear fission here in space is done. That would be great, but I could work with that. We control you, it's not on lock yet. We control you, it's not on lock yet. We'll work on high thrust probes.
We have moved the needle.
Violence is abating.
The LZ is secure.
And we successfully dealt with an alien set, the
We're
Xeno set.
unable to establish control.
Oh, and you failed the 93. XCOM at its finest. And we lost that point in Kazakstan. Okay. Lost another point Canada. I'm more interested in trying to get Canada back than Kazakhstan. Interesting that they took it and then abandoned it. Okay.
We're going in.
Well, if
Ready
it's
to
abandoned,
Targeting
excuse me
the
when I take that
opposition.
back, we'll probably just turn around and abandon again, but we can take it, and we don't really want the servants to have
I don't
control
think
of
I
it
changed
even in
their
an
mind.
abandoned state. I'm very disappointed in this counselor right now. You've done more to drive him away from us than to bring him
In
on board.
1954, the Americans built the first nuclear-powered
There we go.
submarine
So
and
fission's
changed.
done. And there's mission to Mars. Okay, so we're going to be going to Mars far sooner than I'd like to be.
The people will come to our side.
Target secured.
Some surviving
We've
attack
removed
again.
some threats.
There we go. We took it back. We're only 4 over. I could probably just continue holding on to it. When does the next one come off of cooldown? February. Yep, we'll hold on
Our
to it for more.
supporters are in place.
Honduras we're not
Backing
holding on
up
to.
here.
Honduras we're going to immediately abandon. Found space. You know what? Have funding. And work on the environment. And welfare. There we go. Nope. Wanted to abandon you. There we go. They're not worth much, but 4 over is a lot different from 10 over. Okay, you can grab... you want to grab either admin or command. We got your admin full right now, so let's grab you admin. We could definitely use some admin orgs, but there's nothing... None of them to pick up right now. Your money out. I actually would want money in more. You would need 20. You would need 20. Your quick learners, you only need 16, but you can't do anything yet. Okay.
Where do you need me?
So you can get back to... I'm going to keep America stable.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
And
Ready to go.
you... I now have enough influence. I am going to start running some influence to
Offering
get
assistance.
more science in America. Also, let's go look at the moon. Has that location been grabbed? Yes. In fact, the only 2 locations I was interested in on the moon have been taken, so I am no longer interested in the moon. They can have it. Maybe sometime in the far future, we'll come here with ships of some sort and take the stuff back. But for the moment, the factions that don't like us and will never like us have the useful Mars, or have the useful Luna sites. So we're gonna have to go straight to Mars, which is sometimes a little bit more expensive than going to Luna first. Yeah. There's Mexico's spaceflight program complete. We do control them in a purge state, so with that done, they'll now start doing boost and mission control.
I couldn't get through to them.
I will help them.
Now I'm going to have to invest influence in trying to get his opinion back up, because now his opinion's down to like 5. Okay, until you're assigned to a new mission, you'll increase it by 11%. Research bonus. Investment points by 6.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Order is returning.
There's fission pile. We're going to need that soon. I'll do that after high thrust probes here.
By the numbers.
Okay. So if we're going to have
Ready
you
for
continue to do
orders.
that, and we kind of now need you to do that. No, not train counselor. Yeah, 50-50. We need it to be better than 50-50 at this point, so I'm going to just have to burn some
I'll
influence to
speak
get it
with
to work.
them.
No, I'm thinking of... You're the quick learner. Okay. Okay, so... Gonna have to keep cycling. Can I squeeze... another one in and not lose control? Maybe. Okay, let's... to do... Actually, no. The interplanetary chemical rockets is not a bad idea. I do want the high thrust probes faster, though. We'll try to see if we can keep control in that cycle. We want control of the org. Don't really actually want it done, but we want control of the choice. We control of that choice. We don't necessarily need it done. We don't really want the big mission to Mars, but we do need stuff before we get there, so we're going to try to get that stuff done quicker. Looks like I can do these as fast as I can, without slowing those down too much. Okay, we'll try with that, see if we can keep control. Losing control, we'll swing back to working them faster.
I think we had a breakthrough.
Here we go. Just keep doing that. You need to undo the damage you did. Okay, so we need to put more there. Of course they have. Okay, you need to put more control back in it to keep control. They saw the
Letting
weakness
my
and they tried to take
expertise.
advantage of it.
We are winning their hearts and minds.
Things are stabilizing.
Okay, America's stable for now. Palestine and Israel have decided to merge into one nation. Okay. At least that, I think that was a peaceful merger. Unlike the Russia-Ukraine war. 5 additional orgs. Yes, we do want that.
Target destroyed.
Project complete. Interplanetary chemical rockets is done. Reusable rockets next, or super heavies? Let's do super heavies. Because we want to be able to... We want to grab the sites we want. I suppose the mines and the fission piles can be a little bit behind if we can get the sites we want. So lowering the boost cost to get the sites is a little bit more important than getting the mines and the power plants up to them. And it's part of the reason we want high first probes. Can we sneak away a little bit? They're a little close on stealing that from us, so I don't want to go too far. Okay, back around us.
Ready.
Could go send you to burn some aliens. Could send you on a stabilized mission, like Mexico. Kazakhstan's pretty unstable. Could we try to stabilize or unstabilize Kazakhstan? We've got some ops income. So I could burn a little bit of ops income working on that. Versus coup d'etat. It might actually just be cheaper in ops income just to take a swing at it. Oh, we can get it 50-50, like a point or two. We'll invest 2 at a time until we get it from a little bit more unstable. And then we'll take a coup attempt at it.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
Okay. So you've undone the damage. He's back to 9.
Humanity's earliest days, we have marveled at the mystery above our heads.
There we go. So there's Ad Astra. I don't remember which texts are where. Rival Law is tempting. There's sort of decent early game armor. We need that for combat lasers at some point. We do that for the railguns. That's tier 2 habs, a little bit early for tier 2 habs, thinking. Could do solid core fishing for the nuclear freighters. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we're slighted. Okay, still got control of everything there. See if we can hold on to that.
We have moved the needle.
The uprising is underway.
The LZ is secure.
Clearing out some more aliens. Okay. Any luck with the orgs? The influence ones are too expensive. Would like you. Can't get it on the current person, of course. Well, current person actually could grab some admins. Let's grab some admins. First of all. Still not... Oh, not putting space in the counselor here. To grab one. Your government... Ah, which means you wouldn't be able to grab one even though that's Italy. I thought that was Italy criminal. 18, 17... Okay, so just those two. You've got one open slot. I suppose we could take the money off of you, could take the engineering off of you to make space for stuff. You're doing public campaigns, so actually getting you more influence wouldn't be a bad idea. Take money. Well, we can always move the money around, I suppose. So take the money off of you and move it somewhere else. Yeah, let's do that. Don't know where we're going to put you yet, but we're definitely going to take the Crossing Rivers for Humanity. You've got an open spot, so I put the money there. Probably want to put command there. DARPA... Honestly, probably don't want DARPA. Like, some of those things... Well, we don't really want military. Don't need to found military. Don't need to build army. Don't really need to build navy. Military... It's basically military science, and it's a science org. It's a science org and stuff we don't need. Hopefully. Hopefully don't need. Let's rephrase that. And we could take the research that would give you space for 2, and then we could take the lab. Yeah. Okay, okay, got 2 1 slots. Grab anything else, the only thing that's a 2 slot, so the only thing we could grab would be you. So we're gonna pass up on you anyway. You're a decent person to put the security on, so we'll put the security on you. Then we'll put the money on you just to get everything active. Okay. We're a little over a cap. In fact, now that I'm hovering over it, we can see what the decimal is. We're like half a point over a cap. You gotta be over your cap, it's probably about where you want to be. And should have a little bit more space on here. Maybe you can back off some. Nope, that needs to be at least there. We'll run basically 25% everything. Okay. Oops,
Ready for
job.
orders.
You don't have a job. Clear out the xenofauna in Vancouver.
I don't think I changed their mind.
No, it's back down to 8.
Offering
Supposed to be
support.
raising his loyalty, not lowering it. High thrust probes. There we go. Space tugs we're not really that worried about. It's just faster delivery. Reusable rockets is more boost. This is something when we're actually doing ships. We don't want this now. Labs, we need stuff to put labs on. So reusable labs, probably the fission pile then. And honestly, the fission file can be a little bit slow rolled to prioritize. Like, we want it done. We want it done before our probe gets to Mars. Let's say. And that will be done before the probe gets to Mars, because the 24th of March is when we can send the probe. Then we want probably the super heavy chemical. Actually, that's maybe the argument, right? Is why we want the reusable. We do want the reusable because this is going to get us more boost, so we can have okay, get that sooner rather than later. Alien base detected. Not that we can do anything about it, but we detected it. Another one that's been detected. Not that we can do anything about it. I assume that's them setting them up.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Again, eventually we're going to go
Long
back
live
into
the
Canada,
revolution.
but... Okay, we'll continue here. We'll see what the odds are for cooing. They're up to 5.
By the numbers.
Ready for my mission.
So Coup base is 18 on you. I can invest as much as I can and bring it up to 70. 70 is probably high
Standing
enough to
by.
make rolls like that. And we've run out of aliens to attack. You can inspire, but 30%... As we've been saying, 30% is not a good odd to take. We'll have you
We'll
stabilize.
restore peace to this nation.
What's the up?
And then you... Let's run the risk. And carry out the coup d'etat.
Time for a change.
If we successfully coup d'etat, they won't be in the Eurasian Union anymore, and they'll be a lot better source of boost as a side effect. We'll then be very, very, very tempted to figure out how we can get hold of and control both, or we want to get the control points to control both control points. We should probably by then have enough to control one without penalty. We might just accept that we're taking a penalty on one of them, to be fair.
I think we had a breakthrough.
Okay, so you put them back to where they
I
were.
will help them.
We are winning their hearts and minds.
Bulk sports up to 59.
Things are cooling off.
The government is in better hands
And the
now.
coup is complete. Okay, and it didn't uncrack down our point because it couped from us to us. That works for me. I can work with that. Now we're getting a lot more boost. Granted, we're only getting half the boost because we've got half of it purged, or half of it cracked down. Super heavy chemical rockets are done. Yeah, we'll work on fission pile. Yeah, we'll work on a fission pile. We've got control of this, we got control of this. We arguably want this to finish sooner than this, but it's not going to, so we'll have to deal. And yeah, at some point we want enough little power, or enough control points that we can control the other half of Kazakstan, so we can get them more boost, so we can do the Mars stuff better. In the meantime, we're up to 21.7 boost, so I think we should be able to afford the first launch. We're stable. Given what we just did to Kazakhstan, Kazakhstan's probably not stable. Yeah, okay.
We'll turn down the heat.
It's more stable than it used
Where
to
do you
be.
need me?
So let's send in some stabilizing
We'll make
forces
things safe.
and make Kazakhstan stable for the moment. The tedious way.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
Okay, now we're up to 10. Now we're actually going up.
Lending my expertise.
See if we can keep doing that.
Order is returning.
It takes so very little for one
There
tribe of humanity.
is mission to Mars. A mission to the asteroids. Yeah, we'd like to control it just so that we get to pick what's going where. In fact, can I control it? If I delete this, no. We can delay that bit. Okay, so we're now predicted to control everything. If I can do that, that is good. I'd like to do that. The other thing is that was mission to Mars, so I should be sending a probe to Mars. Somewhere, I forget where it is. There's a launch all probes to everywhere location. Not the event summary. Prospecting? No, that's what we've seen already. Solar system. There we go. Okay, we can't afford to send them everywhere. That's why it's not letting me send them everywhere. Okay. That's presumably why it didn't pop up earlier when we did Mars. Okay, so I'm going to have to manually send. Really, the three places I care about are Mars, which we can afford. Phobos, which we can afford. And Demos, which we can afford. The rest of them... we can probably make without do. The rest of them are asteroids. They'll have some mining stuff on them. In fact, which are the places I can probe? I kind of want to do the filter not prospected, if that makes sense. Earth is Earth and Luna. Inner system asteroids. Mars we just sent. I think it's the inner system. Yeah, it's the inner system asteroids. 9 different locations. Yeah, most of them have got like complete mystery, or they've got some balance between resources. So Lick here, the Vestoid Lick, at least has some of the first 3. So we'll actually no. I'm not gonna bother the asteroids. The asteroids are all gonna have like 1 site. Alright. Yeah, I could send one to Lick for 4.6 boost. It's gonna have 1 site. The 1 site isn't worth knowing. It isn't worth knowing. It isn't worth 4.6 boost to know. Right now. I'm too boost-strapped. I know I'm gonna go to Mars. Actually, honestly, Phobos and Deimos were probably not worth even sending one to. But they're more likely to be worth sending something to than to the random asteroids.
Violence is abating.
So when that's done, we want these 2 techs done. But that's 200 days. These will be done in May. Plenty of time. Alliance ends. Russia on the control, the servants, Kazakstan, defense alliance. Okay. Relations. Manage relations. I want you to like Mexico and the United States more, please. Okay, coming into our counselors. You can pick up 1. You probably want... Well, at this point, we probably just want admin on everyone. We don't necessarily need to be better at things. We need to control more perks. I do probably actually want that influence Organi. We'll come back, see if we can do a reshuffle. You can grab an admin. I'll use it in an empty space. If I take the 1 slot off, I could put 2 slot on him off of the previous one, and then we could put you on here. Yeah, we can definitely do a reshuffle where we see that persuasion one put on the main persuasion person. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna take a science one off of you. Doesn't really matter which one, I think. Because we're just gonna put, as long as it ends up somewhere, it doesn't really matter which one. And then that allows us to fit you. We can take you off. Again, we want this somewhere. We want that somewhere too, but where doesn't really matter. So do a little bit of shuffle like that. Do the shuffle. That gives you more persuasion. That makes you less likely to fail your inspires. So let's actually reevaluate that inspire. So you're inspiring him. Default is 39. 1 is 76. 2 is 81. We'll go up to 4. Get
I'll
it to
ensure
86.
their loyalty.
We don't need to invest as much as we were doing because, well, we raised their persuasion. So we've got enough mission control. We control about 6 mining sites. Don't know, what is our limit for tech trade's a good place to find it. Mining at this point. So you add 6. You add 6. So it's probably like 9. Probably like 9 on its way up to 15. Oh, something came after Crackdown. Mexico came after Crackdown. I'm sorry, Mexico. I can't afford to actually control you right now. Okay, that helps a little bit. The other one's Kazakstan. I think we're just going to eat Kazakstan, the penalty from Kazakhstan, because I want Kazakhstan. Oh, Caribbean states as well. Yeah, we'll eat the 6 off of controlling Kazakhstan, because I want the extra boost right now.
I think we had a breakthrough.
Offering assistance.
The people will come to our side.
Public support was changed by 4.
Things are stabilizing.
Stabilizing
Things are
Kazakhstan.
cooling off.
Stabilizing Kazakhstan some more. I think I can get one more boost here. Or one more mission control here. That's what we're working on. What's your resting stability here? 4.5. So we probably do want to improve your stability. We're going to hold on to your long term. We want to improve your stability. So let's slow the funding, or let's slow the mission control down a little bit. And we'll do a little bit of welfare. Partially so that the moment mission control runs out, it just has something else to go to. Because I think that's the last mission control it's got to work on.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
Offering counsel.
Every form I have to fill in. Every...
Okay, so we had control of independence movement, so we can assign it to something a little bit more productive than it was assigned to before. I'm going to do a little bit of a tech tree dive here. Full tech tree. Full search. Boost. Scams lock was on. Boost. Alrighty. Let's make the site in the search a little bit tighter. So these are all the researches that we can do to raise boost priority. So we're working on reusable. We're going to get into research for the moment. Liquid fueled, we have. Interplanetary, we have. Advanced. Whereas advanced hydrogen containment. Probably will want advanced hydrogen containment. Maybe not yet. And that's mine semiconductor. Okay. Super heavy, we have. Or we're super heavy working on aerospike. Next gen aerospace. That's a choice. Scramjets, I think, is also next gen. Yep. Hybrid air breathing. Next gen. Directed energy launch system. Next gen. Okay, so we want next gen aerospace. Do we have everything we need for next gen aerospace? Yes. So research. Thought that was a yes. And next gen should be shown checking. Next gen aerospace back there. Carbon nanotubes. I need carbon nanotubes. Okay, so then we'll do carbon nanotubes. Carbon nanotubes. We'll want that armor anyway. And it's apparently required for a bunch of tier 3 reactors that we probably want. We're going to want the grid drive. Yeah, this is no brainer. We do carbon nanotubes. We still have control on all of them. Can I do that and retain control? There, yes. The next one is, can I start to back... Oh, actually, no, we don't have control on it. Let me see if I can read my thing right. There we go. That gives us control. Fission pile is probably the one we can delay. Because again, we don't need this until we've claimed all the sites we want on Mars. Which probably is going to take something like 60 boost before we're even contemplating sending any fission piles. So we don't get the boost, so yeah, we're not in a rush for that. Ooh, I do want that. You can pass, we're not too worried about you. I mean, that's not one we're going to obsolete. That's the one we're going to care about. Nice.
Violence is abating.
Stabilizing Kazakstan.
Things are stabilizing.
Kazakhstan's now stable enough that it's operating at optimal efficiency. We'll just stabilize it a little bit more, and then probably go back to stabilizing America. And then maybe from there ping pong to Mexico. Okay, so we can look at our counselors. That's the one we probably want. That's 2.4k, so we need to save another 6k before it goes away. It's probably going to go away as a side effect. We probably do want you. We probably want you more than one of our other orcs. Can't take you. You're probably worth picking up, but we'd want the admin one first. Cartel would make sense if we had criminal. Current person is not criminal. So we can take you off. We're going to put you someplace else, but we're going to take you off with this person. That brings you up to 11. The one we're taking off is that one. There we go. Something we had on Crackdown came off of Crackdown. The Canada point. As much as I want the Canada point, crack down the Canada point. Can't afford to control it right now. And then you're up to 76 with none invested. I'll pay 2. So basically, adding that org has saved us a 2 influence per inspire cycle
I'll
here.
speak with them.
So it was definitely some value there. Saving us like 2 influence every week. Working on mission control, working on boost. Maybe getting, well, once we start getting stuff set up on Mars, we'll need a lot less boost. Mars is specifically the 29th of May, so
At your service.
I suppose the cliffhanger in this episode is going to be what happens on Mars, because we're not going to play out quite that long. Mars is a go, but Mars is not going to happen within this episode, I think. That was actually the main reason I went and checked Mars, was to determine whether or not I could stretch the episode long enough to include Mars.
Their loyalty remains questionable.
That's the opposite direction you're supposed to be doing,
Offering
thank you.
support.
The people will come to our side.
Order is returning.
Order is returning.
A lot of these are ways to break nations up, because the independent movements that popped, I'm not that interested in popping them. There may be things we pop if we end up with an alienation or something like that as a come from behind play, but we're not there yet. We got control of the globals. We'd like to do that, but apparently can't afford to do that. So, going.
I think we had a breakthrough.
Okay.
Offering assistance.
We're being told we can launch to low Earth orbit, which is, yes, we can do that, but we want
We are
Mars,
putting their
so we want to
hearts
save
and
every last drop we can until we get to Mars.
Things are cooling off.
Okay, probably low enough that you can stop.
Violence is abating.
Yeah. We'll do a pass on the United States. Once we do a pass on the United States, then probably go to Mexico. For the unrest crew. Or actually, no, I'll probably say send Hang around to go burn some aliens. Reusable rockets done. Okay. The next one we want to work on is the institutional outreach, I think. No, command point management, so we can control more stuff. We're gonna swap that way around. Can I in theory can do that. Research-wise. Okay. Look at the fission pile done. And then we'll probably do institutional outreach. Lost a point in Mexico. That's fine. We weren't trying to control Mexico anyway. Okay. Let's have you stabilize. I'm surprised it's that expensive, but we can work with that. We can do like a 4-point
Restoring order.
stabilize. And there's
I'm
no
here.
aliens to work on. Okay. And then you're the command
Restoring
person, so
order.
you have enough command that it doesn't matter. Given where we are, that would be really good. I don't think I've got 2 slots. Well, no, I could take the money one off. Let me correct myself. I could take the money one off. So we do have the 2 slots for spacecraft. It would also make sense to maybe buy that for the space mining and then sell it, and then swing it around a bit. You're the quick learner. Grab a admin as well. Not that we're getting any space mining yet, but bonus to space mining is not a bad idea to hoard for later. Okay. Take off. +9 money. Only +9 money. Sadly, the high value admin one is gone. So I suppose we're not saving up for it because it's not available. Oh, that's an interesting thing. Do I want? I want both of these. I can afford both of them. I just can't slot both of them. Booster science. Actually, we don't have you investigating right now. We want those investigate orgs. We don't need them slotted right now. Yeah. So we'll take the MIB off. You'll get the boost mission control. And then my command-centric person here will get the command one. There we go. Okay, back to saving up money again, hopefully, for the next admin org that shows up. So we get some more admin on these characters so they can hold more orgs so I don't have to
I
make
believe they'll stay loyal
difficult
to the
choices.
cause.
Lending my expertise.
And I think our money is technically going up, it just goes up mainly from spoils kicking in. Set to lead solid core, so we're gonna fix that. Okay, we're just barely here. Keeping control of all these. But we can do it. Global command structure gonna definitely be slow rolled, so kicking that to the curb for a
Public
moment is fine.
opinion is moving in our direction.
One of our points have been cracked down. That's fine.
Things are stabilizing.
And maybe not surprising because we were over a little bit. But
Things are cooling off.
I'm going to do protect on the next cycle, mainly protect the executive. We may lose the bottom one, but the bottom one's, other than vulnerabilizing the executive, that doesn't really do much special. Oh, I suppose here it's the oligarchs. It's not telling me what effect the oligarchs apply. Yeah, some of the ones have special effects. Lead in that one as well. Okay. Ooh, I think I've hit the point where I can't control them all. Which one do I want to lose control of? Yeah, we're at the point where I'm losing control of one of them. So it's Exodus, Academy, or Protectorate. I'm gonna gamble on us getting enough to get back in control of Mission Asteroids, but we're gonna run like this. That's another one in Mexico. That's not necessarily where we're losing. I think Kazakhstan's one having more of an effect than that. Ooh, admin. Admin. Who are we putting the admin org on? Probably makes it sense to focus all the science on the science one. So you're my scientist. We probably want to take the mining one off. Put the admin there. That gives us, let's say, space for 2. I may be out of money. May have just spent a little bit too much money. Hopefully it'll sort itself. Constellation Foundation. It's actually going to make our money worse. Okay. That's why all of the options here are not options, because we don't have the money to move things around. In fact, I don't have enough money to put these on it. Okay. How much do we get for selling you? We get 10 for selling you. Okay. Okay, I want to do some rearrangement for the moment. We need more income, so I'll put you there to raise some more money. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn up funding and spoils here. Oops.
Ready for my mission. Your orders?
Where do you need me? Going after their people.
Where do you need me?
Removing our enemies.
Ready to go. We'll
Okay.
turn down the heat.
One way to have an easier time trying to control these is get more science from someplace. And one easy place to get more science is take over another control point. So that's what we'll try doing.
I think we had a breakthrough.
I will help them.
Yeah, we're reliant on spoil saving us on the money. Spoils to just take us positive again.
Violence is abating.
Does
If
the
it
track
isn't
time get
ours,
off?
It's somebody
Okay,
else.
we failed to control mission to the asteroids. They put augmented reality in, which is fine. We're going to for that cybernex and space research at some point. Just probably didn't need it this early. And if I want to keep control of the other ones, I have to accept that we're going to control that from them for the moment. So let's finish pile. Efficient pile.
We have hurt them where it hurts.
Let's finish up this turn. We'll put a part break in. We'll go and take back that Mexico site. Sure. But we really want that more control points first. pretty good probability we take that. Node back from them. And well, we did have a crackdown, so there's only had to purge the
We are
capital.
in control now.
Reverse the node. Okay, so we got that Mexico one. Gonna grab some spoils in Mexico. And I think this is a good place at the beginning of a counselor cycle to put a part break in. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will be a part up tomorrow. I suspect the part up tomorrow will be the part where we get to Mars. We might not do much on Mars, other than look at how horrible or great Mars is. But we should be able to see see the contents of the Martian soil in the next part, I think. Assuming everything goes according to plan. Will this stuff come back down? Because I feel like I was lower. No. Okay. So yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm gonna have a shorter break here where I sip a little bit of tea, but otherwise we'll get right back to it. So until the next part, I wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.